So today we're talking about this brand new song, Saltwater Hank's cover of Dirty 30's by Folky Strum Strum. My name is Kate. I'm a Music on the Mountain Society board member and kind of all-purpose radio person. I'm joined today by Jeremy Pahl, also known as Saltwater Hank, and of course Iyan Bruvold of Folky Strum Strum. I'm really happy to be doing these interviews. Thanks so much for coming to talk to me.
Woohoo!
Let's do it.
So this track, of course, is the first released of 19 cover songs recorded by musicians who were scheduled to play the Music on the Mountain Festival in Fort St. James in 2020. Obviously, the festival got canceled. But in its stead, we have this album of cover songs, each mom musician covering another mom musician. And there's been some pretty interesting and unexpected collaborations that have come out of it. We'll have a little more information on the album and how you can hear it, buy it, that kind of thing following the interview. But I think we should just launch in. First off, where are you guys and what's your world looking like right now? Give me like a snapshot of a day in the life of Folky Strum Strum and Salty Hank. We'll start with you, Jeremy.
All right. Yeah, just living the ocean life. I'm in Prince Rupert. It's where I'm from originally. And yeah, catching fish. Not as much as I would like, but I was blessed with a seal the other week. I'm still working on the pelt, but we've been enjoying seal meat and grease for the past few weeks. And I've got a big slab of meat in the smokehouse right now for tomorrow's lunch with friends. Could you believe that? Incredible stuff coming over and stuff and visiting.
Unlucky friends.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Iyan? What's your life looking like right now?
It's full of anticipation more than anything, with COVID and everything. There's goods and bads from it. The good thing about it is it's inspiring to actually sit and do what you started doing, what got you in music in the first place, and a lot of it was very solitary. So it's been good for the songwriting part of things, and of course anticipation, so that when we get to go play again would be what I look forward to. And that's it. I just been spending time with family, been working, and like I said, anticipating.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and you're based in Rolla, of course.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
So we're gonna listen to this song in just a minute. So we can all watch you react to it in real time. For the radio listeners, I'll do my best to describe my poor guests' facial expressions. But first, I'm curious to know what kind of conversations led up to this recording. Did you two collaborate at all? Did you talk about it? Did you talk about treatment or any kinds of like brainstorming ideas prior to the recording?
No. I don't think so. No. I think I was like, Iyan, I think I know the words to your song, but I would like to know them for sure. And then I emailed Iyan, and then he sent me the lyrics, and then I really think that was it, eh?
Were you bursting with questions, Iyan? Did you have so many questions and you withheld?
No, because the funny thing about it is, like, I like to believe I know Jeremy. And so I was actually very excited to hear what was going to come out of it. And I would have to say that there was no issues of trust, that's for sure. I knew it was in very capable hands, and I was just anticipating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and listen to the song, and then we'll talk about it after. Just give me a minute here, and then you should all hear it playing from my computer.
down the barrel of madness that keeps smiling at me. Jumping boxcars in the darkness for a job, all I need. The dirty 30s in the basement, the dirty 30s in the crawl space, the dirty 30s a drawback. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me. The markets crash on the dollar. That's where we get the disease. Well, in Europe they were looking for conquest. I ain't got no relief, help no, help no. The dirty 30s in the basement, the dirty 30s in the crawl space, the dirty 30s a drawback. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me. I got no car to drive me, I got no food to score. Everything that was on my back, well, people sign up for war. The dirty 30s in the basement, the dirty 30s in the crawl space, the dirty 30s a crawl back. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me, oh boy. Well, the dirty 30s and me.
I love that. That's good, yeah. Roger, still here?
Okay, so we're gonna get to Brad. But Ian, how are you feeling? Tell me, walk us through your internal monologue when you listen to that song.
Oh, You know what? It just keeps getting better, to be honest with you. Um, I I don't know. The great thing about it is I couldn't have done it better myself. So I really like when he gets it's got a really nice warm playing, playing in the kitchen kind of music, and it's got that nice warmth to it. And then when he goes into um the other part, I remember when I first heard it, I just started laughing, and I was like thinking, yeah, you know, I understand where his roots came from in music, and it was mine too. And so he basically just, after he's already made this amazing product, he just put a cherry on top, and then he brings back some memories, which was at the end. Yeah, it split my gut.
Yeah,
I
so
can't,
I should say
I
for
was
most of
elated.
these interviews, this will be the first chance that the original artist has to hear their cover songs. But of course, we all got the opportunity at the Music on the Mountain AGM. But watching you anticipate the next parts of the song was almost as much fun as seeing you hear it for the first time.
Oh, that was awesome. I love that. It's his song.
And how about you, Jeremy? Were you nervous to be present for Ian's reaction? I guess you hadn't got an angry email since the AGM, so presumably he's been
No.
okay with it.
Yeah, of course. And like, I mean, we're buds and we've played this song together, however many times. And it's my favorite, Folky Strum Strum song.
When you were approached about the idea, did you know exactly who you wanted to cover right off the bat?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, yeah, I've always really, really had such a great time playing music with Ian and learning those tunes, recording. But yeah, actually, my initial thought was actually kind of like a little bit of anticipating jealousy and like resentment. I'm like, Danny better not take the Folky Strum Strum one because I want to do it.
Yeah, it was all gonna bubble to the surface if that order wasn't figured out.
Mhm.
Okay, so the question on everyone's mind: who is Brad, and why is he still here?
Oh yeah, right. Well, Brad left, and
He did leave. Oh, well.
yeah, and I haven't seen Brad since.
Jeremy, you wanna tell that story?
It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like just a real assertion of like healthy boundaries on Ian's part. Just the weirdo from the bar, like following the group of us to Ian's after the show, and like nobody really knew him and nobody was really friends with him, and he was just kind of, I don't know, there and like drinking Ian's beer and just like being kind of a nuisance, just the guy that you don't want at your party, especially in the morning after staying over at the house. And just like, yeah, just Ian being like, you drinking my beer? And he's like, I guess. You drink my beer, just get the fuck out of my house. Just like, yeah. And then he's getting his shoes on at the door. He's taking his time. Ian's apologizing to Danny and I for making not really a scene. He's just and Danny and I are just like thinking this is the best thing ever. This is the best thing. This is the best way that it could be handled. And then then the still here is he's taking his time getting his shoes on. Ian was like, "Are you still here, Brad? You're still here." And that was the parting words. And then as the story goes, he was never seen.
but lives forever in the final 2 seconds of this song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. I love hearing the other sides of things too, because I remember just how I felt about it. And then at the same time, I did feel shameful because in what do you call it? Sometimes there's remorse out of reactions that you're not very familiar with, or you don't try to exert most of the time. And so I started actually, I kind of felt sorry for Brad because maybe he was going through problems. Well, maybe obviously ones that I wasn't able to fix at the time. But anyway, long story short, I when I heard it, it made me laugh, and because to me it's kind of a, I don't know, it was kind of a funny night altogether. I just it was nights that we get to enjoy quite frequently, so they're all very memorable, and it's great to actually when I heard it, I split a gut and I was like, oh, you bugger, Jeremy, you got me. No, I'm glad. That's great.
So what are the both of you looking forward to the most for the next Mom Fest, whenever that is? What are you really looking to return to?
I can't wait to, like, I see Jeremy's face, and it's been a long time, and yeah, I miss it. I miss being around my friends, and that's a great time and an opportunity to be around people that you really enjoy being around, and you have a lot in common in a lot of cases. And but at the same time, we're all very unique individuals, so it's great to be around that uniqueness of people and friends.
And did this project help bridge that gap at all a little bit? Was there a sense of community that came out of it?
I never felt like there was a gap ever, right? I feel like it's these kids on a playground and they meet, and sometimes, they go home and they do their own thing, but when they come back to the playground, it's always this good time, right? It's always been a good, it's eager to be happy around each other and be with each other. Yeah.
How about you, Jeremy?
For sure. Yeah. The first part, I mean, I share that with Ian too, that I just can't wait to just to see our friends again, and just to be able to play together is like so effing fun. There hasn't ever been a bad time when all of us get together. It's always just so fun. And I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ian, Jeremy, thank you so much for taking the time to sit and listen to the song with me and chat about it, and also, of course, for jumping on the album. It's a pretty remarkable song, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to hearing the rest.
Yeah, that was great, Jeremy, and thanks. I really appreciated what you've done.
Who did you cover, Ian?
Thank you.
Bryn, Party on High Street. Yeah.
The Party on High Street. Okay, so we have that one to look forward to. For those interested, this track can be found at momfest, momfest.bandcamp.com. It's the first and only released right now, but there will be others uploaded to that same page over the course of the next couple months, so check back in. And the full album will be released in mid-August. You can stream it, but please consider buying it and supporting Music on the Mountain Society. The board is continuing to plan for the next Mom Fest, whenever that may be, whenever we can gather safely. And of course, we've gratefully acknowledged the support of the BC Arts Council and all of our communities. So thanks guys.
Thanks, Kate.
Okay.
Love you guys.
See you soon.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.